Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? Oh, good. Okay. Today we're going to talk about post-match analysis between Bilbao and FC Barcelona. Score Bilbao 0 and Barcelona 1. Actually, I made a few notes, so I'm going to be heads up, heads down. Okay. Firstly, I'm not too happy with the performance of our team. I'm not really happy with the performance of our team, but I understand why they performed like that. Obviously, because they gave in their all, okay, in the match against Atletico de Madrid. Okay, those guys played on high intensity. Okay, so they gave in their all. So so today was just objective 3 points. Given that one. Immediately after this match, okay, we have a Champions League fixture against Newcastle on Tuesday. Okay, so it was just very normal that the match had to be the way it is. Now, starting with the lineup, our back line, we had I saw the back line. Okay, I saw Joao Cancelo as right back, Eric Garcia and Kubasi as centre backs, and I saw Gerard Martin as left back. And immediately I was already scared. I already knew what was going to happen. For those of you who don't understand what I'm trying to say, I knew that Cancelo was going to be a problem at that right back position. And 30 seconds into the game, exactly what I thought was supposed to happen. Cancelo was on. I think two players or so, two Bilbao players had to beat Cancelo, okay, on his marking, and they got behind him, and still the same him had to even cost us a CSA. I wanted to score his own goal to the same him. So immediately, what I was expecting Flick to do, she did it. He made an immediate change there. He told Eric Garcia to go to the right back position. Cancelo comes to left back position, and then Kubasi and Real Martin play as centre back, and everything was very very good. From that point, everything was good, especially for Gerard Martin and Kubasi. I personally think our best centre back pair is Gerard Martin and Kubasi. Those two guys are very calm at the back line. They are very calm at the back. Okay, like they make playing at the back very very easy, especially Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin, I thought he was going to be a problem for us, but instead playing as a centre back, he's very, very good. Like, he's extremely good at the centre back position. Okay, now go to the right back position. Eric Garcia had a decent game. He tried, at least nobody crossed him. After that incident, nobody crossed him. Nobody crossed him. Now Cancelo didn't have a very very good day. He had an average game. Actually, his first half was very poor, but I can't blame him too because Rashford didn't help. Well, I didn't get into Rashford because Rashford didn't help at all. Rashford was one of the worst players on the field. Like we're playing with two players less. Rashford and Ferran Torres, two players less. Rashford didn't help Cancelo in any way, and that was why it was so hard for him. He tried to take on players severally. The dribbling rate, he was most of the things that he tried to do in the first half, he was missing out on all of them. I understand that, but during the second half, he improved a bit due to the presence of Rafinha at that left back, at that wing position. So now we'll go to the midfield. The pairing of Casado and Madbena. Please, Casado, we have to do something about Casado. Casado should be loaned out. I personally think he should be loaned out or even sold if possible because we already have Eric Garcia that can play that number 6 position, and we have Mark Bernard that can play that number 6 position. We will have Frankie Taylor that can play that number 6 position. So please, we don't really need that Casado guy. Casado, I'm trying to believe that he's not a bad player, but he's convincing me every time Flick gives him minutes that he is not up to what we expect. I feel bad for him because we saw Casado last season. Okay, we saw him last season. Those that saw him saw that he was one of. I mean, the midfield pairing of Casado and Pedri was the best. But this season, I don't know. I don't know. And even the small time that Flick is trying to give him for him to get back confidence, he's messing everything up. He had a very bad game. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Anytime he touched the ball, I was scared. Either he will fall, either I don't know how the pitch was. I don't know how the pitch was. Was it slimy? Either he will fall, or he will give a wrong pass, or they are going to take the ball from him, or I don't know. He was just so messy today, so messy. Okay, he had a very. It was so bad for him in that number six position that for we started playing out perfectly from the back when Bernal, who was normally number 8 in that man, had to start dropping deep. Okay, Bernal had to drop deep to pick up balls. Okay, and before we could play out from the back, it was so horrible. It was so horrible. So his game I didn't like it. Now Bernal had a relatively good game. Okay, a good game. He tried his immortal and Puissance. He's proving to us that he's the Bernal that we expected him to be, or we expect him to be. And I even expected a Casado substitution. I even expected a Casado substitution, okay, and not a Bernal substitution. But I also understand Flick. He wants to keep Bernal fit against Newcastle. So that's it. Now we now go to Olmo. Olmo was basically useless, but I understand Olmo with Casado not playing well. Okay, who was supposed to give Olmo the balls? Olmo does not know how to play deep. He's a number 10. Casado being bad. So Olmo was Bernal had to play for two. Olmo is so when one player is already bad, it becomes complicated for us. It becomes very hard for us. So but during the second half, Olmo started playing better when Pedri came in. Olmo started playing better. Olmo was relatively good, you know. So Olmo had for me first half was bad, second half better, average. I'm just scared too that he should not have injury because he's too injury prone. Now attack wise, Ferran Torres and Marcus Rashford were the two useless players that we had today. They were very useless. Like they were very useless. Ferran Torres is just so useless in our team that he had to miss two clear chances. Mind you, if not of Joan Garcia, we would have lost this match. Would have been probably two because even if Lamin scored one, would have they would have those guys would have been leading us 2-1 also. Ferran had two clear chances. Lamin had to dribble two players on the left flank, cross the ball to Ferran. Ferran, the first one, I don't know, he kicked it over or he did what I cannot really remember. The second one, he's too scared to do what he's supposed to do, that he had to give a back pass to Rashford. That was not even in that number 9 position. Pure bullshit. Ferran, please, we need to, I don't know, we should say him. We should say him. Okay, I believe we should say him. Okay, I personally believe that we can save Ferran, or he can be a super sub. Okay, those kind of players that come into the game and change the game. He's not a Ferran should not be a starter. Ferran should not be a starter. Now Rashford too was a whole mess. Rashford has become something I don't know since the coming back of Rafinha. Rashford is so a type that I don't know whether it's lack of confidence or what. I really don't know what's Rashford's problem. But he does not take on players 1v1 again. Meanwhile, he's a winger. He even became a time in the there was a time in the match where Cancelo was more dangerous attack wise compared to Rashford. That's a left back more dangerous than a winger. I don't know, and I'm getting infos that they want to sign him finally for 30 million. Man, we need that funds. We need that funds to sign a low cost attacker. We cannot sign a player like Rashford. No, he's not reliable. He's not reliable. And Lamin, of course, our golden boy. Okay, postulating for the Ballon d'Or this season. Okay, excellent match. He was the only one that tried to do something. Excellent match. Excellent match. But the goal of Lamine Yamal, I'll give it to Femi Lopez because see, look at what happened during that action. Femi Lopez had to drag those defenders because since he drew the attention of those defenders, that was what led to Lamine having space to get that ball, and he left that left back on the floor, il a mis ses fesses au sol, quoi. So, nice game. Or let me not say nice game for Lamine. Okay, some players tried. Femi Lopez got in, did what he had to do. Joan Garcia kept up, did what he had to do. So 3 points, three necessary points. We are going towards La Liga. Full swim. Okay, we are going to take it back to back. Okay, so most important thing, we have our 3 points. Okay, top of La Liga, no player injured, all our players are rested, or we have adequate rest. Okay, next up, okay, England, Newcastle, St. James Park, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Okay, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Cameroon time. Okay, please don't forget to like, okay, comment, give me your point of view, players that you thought that were good, players that you thought that you think were not good, okay, what we can do concerning Ferran Torres and Rashford. Okay, I need your point of view. I'll be reading comments. Okay, like, okay, comment, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, very very important. Okay, and share. See you in the next one. Visca Barca, Visca Catalonia.